Audience, do you hear us? Good evening, everybody. How's it going? We made it. 96 hours and 10 minutes late, but we made it. Welcome to the Joke Battle, a live comedy show where you are the judge. I'm your host, Greg Behrens, and I'm not wearing pants. But what I do have, I've got 4 comedians who are going to be telling jokes across 3 rounds until there's one left standing, decided by you, our internet audience. Each of our comics have been given topics before the show, and they're going to have a chance to have 90 seconds on the clock, tell their best jokes about them, and then at the end of each round, you guys are going to have the opportunity to vote. If you look down in our comments section, there's a little button there where you can vote. We also ask that you guys leave comments. We're going to read some of the comments, some of our favorites during the deliberation. You'll also see a tip jar there. Please tip. Help out these starving comics. It'll be great. But let's get to the jokes. Let's welcome our first 2 competitors, Teresa Lee and Brian.
Hello.
Hey. Noise in your homes for the comics. You're going to want to do that. Hey. All right.
Hey.
Hey, Teresa. Hey, Brian. All right. So you guys were given topics before the show. Your first topic is going to be social media. We're going to put 90 seconds on the clock, and Teresa Lee is up first. 90 seconds on social media.
Okay, cool. I can just go. All right, already I'm failing social media. I just got a TikTok. I know a lot of people are getting them now, because we're in quarantine. If there's anyone over 40 in the audience, it's a social media app where you can post 15-second videos. It's not a cute way to say I finally got a watch. I got a TikTok because I'm a comedian and you have to stay relevant. It's like digital Botox to feel younger. But here's the thing. Okay, I got this, and then 2 weeks into using this app, I realized it's actually a lesbian dating app. And I mean literally. I don't mean like metaphorically. I unlocked a secret level. And I didn't put my sexual orientation in my bio. I didn't post anything about being gay. I just was scrolling on the app one day for a couple hours, and then the algorithm just knew. It just sensed my fingers, it's like, she has technique. She is a gay. Let's unlock the gate. These fingers are too agile. They have pleased a woman in bed. So now all I see is lesbian dating profiles. People use it. It's a magical wonderland. It's like very hot lesbian posting their stats. A lot of them are too young for me, but it's really cool because when I was young, I didn't have that. We only had going up to each other and saying like, did you like the new music video for Tattoo? And that was our code. So it's really cool that exists. And I thought about it. I was like, how did I get here? And I realized, I kid you not, the 2 hours I was scrolling on TikTok, I was looking at cat videos. It was like TikTok was like, you like cats? Oh, you probably like pussy too. I think there's a delay.
Teresa Lee. Oh, you're great. That was fantastic, Teresa Lee. Everybody. All right. Fantastic. And our next comic on the subject of social media, Brian King, everybody.
All right. Hey, what's up, guys? Happy to be here with you. Welcome to my room. All right. Social media. I'm not friends with any of my family members on social media. I think like if you're friends with your grandma on Facebook, you're kind of dumb. I think it's a bad move. I don't know. You're just like confusing like an old person in your family. They don't understand memes. They don't need to see that side of you. Like when I was in high school, people would be friends with like their grandma or their family members, and then they're just like posting Lil Wayne lyrics, and then their grandma's commenting on it like, is everything okay? What did you mean by eat that pussy like cold pizza? Love grandma, and they sign it because they're old or whatever. So that's bad. I just, they don't know there's even songs like that. The movies didn't have words when they were kids. So, or it's just like some girl posts like a thirst trap, and then her uncle comments on it like looking great. And it's like, okay, that's not, nobody needs to see that. Also, just like you were just trying to be nice and accept your uncle's friend request, and now he's simping in the comments. So, I don't know. You should just, the point of this, just delete delete your grandma, delete your mom, unfriend, whatever. Anyway, don't. That's my bit on social media. But
All right. Fantastic. Brian King, everybody. Let's hear it for him. That is how the game works. Teresa and Brian have 2 more opportunities, including this next topic. Artificial intelligence is the next topic, so we're going to get Teresa back out here to talk about artificial intelligence. 90 seconds on the clock. Teresa Lee.
Okay, I love artificial intelligence. It's all I talk about. Ever since the core started, I've been talking about it more. I did also buy Bitcoin. I think I am a frat boy named Steve. That's my true identity. Here's the thing. A lot of people are afraid of the robots waking up. I want them to wake up. I save all of my old iPhones, so when the robots wake up, I will be able to start a family. It's the only way I can. I do feel like all my robots, all my phones have heard me say the best comebacks because I say them when I'm in my car driving away from a party, you know, so they see me at my best, they see me at my worst. My blow dryers have heard me cry more than any other human. I feel like they'll wake up and say, Teresa, we see you, you know, they'll love me for real. I do think people are afraid of robots because we don't understand them. They're smarter than us. It's like a student driver wouldn't want to drive on the Autobahn, you know. And I think it's just, we have to learn the machinery. It's mostly men, by the way, that are afraid of the singularity. I think it's like men being afraid of women voting or reading. It's like, what are you hiding? What are you afraid of? Do men just fuck their robots? I don't know. But here's my solution for the singularity. Okay, just like the Autobahn as the metaphor. We don't need to be afraid of them. We just need to learn the machinery. We just need to get better at understanding robots. It's the same reason I still let men go down on me, you know. I know they don't understand the machinery, but I'm doing it for my grandkids, you know. I need them to get that practice in for the future generation, so.
All right, fantastic. Teresa Lee. All right, now with his take on artificial intelligence, please welcome back Brian King.
all right, thank you, Greg. Hell yeah! All right, artificial intelligence. I feel like most like the hacky comic thing. Most comics bring up like sex robots or whatever, which. I don't know. I don't want a sex robot. That doesn't, you know, I can just get somebody to have sex with me. I'm not an idiot, but probably no one watching this, but other people. But I don't know. I don't care about sex robots, but if they had like a putting up with my shit robot, I think that would be pretty cool. That's more what I need. Like, hey, would they invent a robot that doesn't get weirded out when watching Cops reminds me of my dad? I think that'd be pretty cool. I'm going to get a little teary-eyed when I see a shirtless guy in handcuffs, okay? That's going to make me sad. And a lot of women are weirded out by that. But I think a robot might be chill about it. So that's my joke about artificial intelligence. And I'm going to give the rest of the time to the room. So thank you.
But you wish you had a longer joke writing robot. All right.
Yeah. Hey, wow.
One more round. All right. No, it was great. Brian King. We have one more topic. We're going to throw a little twist to them. This time we have a visual topic for them. We have this fantastic ice fishing man right here. They're going to have 90 seconds to riff on this guy. Please welcome back Teresa Lee.
Hello. Okay. As you may have noticed from my first 2 bits, I do like both men and women. I'm bisexual. I feel like this is a picture of me pretending to be a lesbian on TikTok. I'm like, I got my boots, I got my toolkit, I don't mind smelling like fish. And they're like, we see you, you're way too old to be here. So that's me. I did start calling myself a lesbian after spending hours on TikTok, and I had to remind myself, oh, that's right, Teresa, you like dicks. And I was like, do I like dicks? I came out so late in life that I don't know if I just like them because they're familiar to me. You know, it's like when your mom makes meatloaf when you're growing up. Like, nobody makes meatloaf for themselves as an adult, but it's just a familiar dish to have, you know? Like, I never crave meatloaf. I feel like meatloaf, like, dicks are like my meatloaf, you know? I'm just like, oh, I guess mom made dicks tonight. I guess I'll have that. That's fine, you know? I don't hate all dicks. I like 3 dicks. There's like 3 dicks I like. I've obviously dated more men than that. I think the rest of them, I like the people they were attached to. Those dates are a little bit more like when you want to holler at a girl and she's like out with her friend Jessica, you know, you're like, come meet up. She's like, I'm with
Greg, go ahead and
Jessica.
call
You're like,
time.
bring her. She can stay. All right. Sorry, I can't see the time.
All right.
Anyways, dicks are like Jessica.
Time.
She can stay. It's fine.
Great job. Great job, Teresa Lee. All right. Now, Brian is going to take his swing at this. We're going to put 90 seconds on the clock. Make sure you're looking for that vote button down in the comments, because after Brian's turn, it's going to be your chance to vote. And make sure you're typing comments in the comment section. So, Brian King, 90 seconds on the clock. What do you think about Meatloaf Man?
All right. Hell yeah! This is just a simple Russian thirst trap. That's all this is. This is just like the Russian version of, like, you know, when the guys hold the fish up on Tinder. That's what this guy's doing, and it's working, I think. Also, the shorts look weirdly doctored, like he's actually naked, and somebody like poorly photoshopped those onto him. So I don't know. It kind of looks like he's about to pull like. The fucking thing from the Christmas Story where he sticks his tongue on the pole, but it's his balls on the pond or whatever. Seems like that's about to happen. Yeah, he just looks like fucking. This looks like an episode of like Finland Jackass or something. And instead of like Johnny Knoxville, his name is like Fred Helsinki or whatever a town there is called. Okay, all right. He also, there's no fishing rod. It just seems like he's just reaching into the hole and killing fish. All right. Once again, 90 seconds too long, but you can still vote for me, okay? That can still happen. Okay. Bye.
Right.
Back to Greg in the studio.
Yes. Teresa Lee, Brian King, fantastic round. Let's hear it for Teresa and Brian. Now, like I said before, go down into your comments section, click that little vote icon. You can vote for your favorites. We're going to tally those up. In the meanwhile, we're going to take a look at some of our favorite comments that we've seen so far in the live chat. I'm not getting a feed of it, so if we don't, then I'm just... Oh, Brian is hot. That's what. There's one.
Brian is hot.
From Blunderer.
Blunderer?
Brian is hot.
That was
go.
Wow.
You go.
Sorry.
You go, Brian.
Great.
Oh, damn. Oh, damn. Kind of like his time with the sex robot. Okay.
All right. I'm being harassed in the comments, Greg.
Brian was the real thirst trap.
Yeah, I should have put a link to my OnlyFans instead of my Instagram or whatever. All right.
Where can I get one of those lumpy hats? Where can I get one? I think she's talking about Teresa's hats back there, or Brian's hat.
Oh no, I think
you
Brian,
both kind of have
I
lumpy hats. Yeah, you both have lumpy hats.
Proof that I'm a queer, you know, I got my hat.
Mom's meatloaf resonates with me from Sandstorm. Round 4. Who can tell Greg's polite laugh from his real one? No one.
Oh, me,
can.
for sure. I think they're all polite.
I'm only polite all the time. Fantastic. I'm glad you guys are commenting. We should be seeing the results of the poll in just a second between Teresa Lee and Brian King.
Wow.
Greg trying to act like that wasn't a pic of him. Yeah, that was me in the pic. All right. See the results? Oh, looks like Brian King. Brian King is our winner, 53%, 47% for Teresa Lee. Let's hear it one more time for Teresa Lee, everybody.
Yay.
And also for this
hand.
round's winner, Brian King. Brian will be joining us later on in the show. He will be joining us. Thank you so much, Teresa and Brian. We'll see you shortly. All right. Now, that's how the game works. We have 2 more comics. They're going to run through another round. So please welcome Jay Badlani and Mandel, everybody.
Hey, what's up? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Here to
Okay.
hydrate,
Yeah.
bro. Let's
My
get
computer
active.
crashed during the
All
first
right.
round.
All right. Now, you guys got a whole new set of topics. Your first one is water recreations. And we're going to put 90 seconds on the clock. And Mandel, you're going to be going first.
Hey, water recreation. I like to get recreational with water. I like to hydrate. As you can see, I had some water earlier. My favorite way to get recreational water is go to the aquarium. I don't know if you've been to an aquarium before, but it's fantastic, bro. It's so much fish in there. They swimming around so fast. And my favorite aquarium is the Georgia Aquarium because the tanks is so big. You remember that one time you went to your mama boyfriend house before he was your stepdad and he had that fish tank? And you was like, man, that's a big fish tank. The ones in the aquarium, at least twice the size of that. Okay. My favorite thing about Georgia Aquarium is that when you walk in there, it's really nice, but they have a cafe. And my favorite thing about that cafe is that they have seafood in it. You know what I'm saying? And that's as fresh as it can get. You know what I'm saying? That's delicious. My only beef with it was that they only sold like regular fish. I'm like, forget that, bro. I want to see what Nemo tastes like. You know what I'm saying? Let's see what my stomach hurts. Also, my least favorite aquarium is the North Carolina aquarium because they had a bald eagle, and I thought that was stupid. I asked the lady why they got a bald eagle, and she was like to show respect to the troops, which is dumb because the best case scenario is that a dude from the military walk into the aquarium, see the bald eagle, and just like, oh man, thanks. You know what I'm saying? You could have just bought him more fish. That's what he bought a ticket for.
All right. That is Mandel, everybody, with his take on water recreation. It's good to see you, buddy. All right. And now, Jay Badlani. Let's put 90 seconds on the clock and let's hear your take on water recreations.
Yeah, Jay.
Hey, all right, fucking hello. Okay, so I remember going to water parks as a kid and feeling really bad playing in like this natural resources. Like it's just a thing we take for granted. Like I'd be playing with it and I'd be thinking, man, my parents killed their neighbors for this. They couldn't even we drink it in bottles and I have a boner in front of my crush in public with that on me. Like water is something we take for granted. Like if it wasn't for drug tests, I would never drink it. If I drink water, it's either an accident or an emergency. Like the healthiest thing I've done is get a job, smoke weed, and get fired for a different reason, and do that every 2 months. And drug tests are like super unfair. Like the testing for different drugs is crazy. Like for weed, it stays in your system forever, and MDMA, cocaine, heroin, it stays for like a couple of days. Drug tests are just like, hey, never smoke weed and try not to do heroin for 36 hours, and we'll let you handle someone's car loan. And we're gonna take the last 15 seconds to assess what I just said.
All right, Jay Badlani,
I
everybody.
still got sixth grade.
Fantastic. Jay, somehow water recreations became drug testing. All right, so moving on to our next topic for these two comedians. Our next topic is aliens. Mandel, I'm looking forward to hearing your 90 seconds on aliens.
Yeah.
All right, bro. All right, bro. Hey, I was watching recently a video from the Pentagon just dropped showing aliens what exist. What I guess UFOs. It was like a video of the Navy watching UFOs. And in my life, I always been scared of aliens because I didn't know what we would do if they came. But then that video showed us as Americans, we would treat it like everything else we get scared of. We do just shoot it, okay? They literally tried to shoot the aliens because they didn't know what it was. I feel like Americans treat shooting stuff like middle school boys treat Axe body spray. Like it can cover up the problem, but it never actually solves the issue. You know what I'm saying? That was my first political joke I ever wrote. Also, I also think that this is so interesting that they released the videos of aquariums. I mean, not aquariums, of aliens right after last year the Area 51 thing happened. That's kind of like how they do Jordans. You know what I'm saying? Like how Jordans are real expensive at first. Oh, I feel like this wouldn't work with a white audience. Never mind. Oh, I had 2 more seconds. Oh, I had another thing. I forgot I had another thing about aliens too. My favorite thing about it is that how are we so sure that aliens are humanoid, bro? Like, what if like aliens came to Earth and they was all just little raccoons trying to get our dog food? You know what I'm saying?
All right, Mandel, everybody. Oh, making broad assumptions about who's in our audience. All right, now we're going to move on for his take on aliens and see how he turns it into drug testing. Jay Badlani, 90 seconds on the clock. Aliens.
Okay, so speaking of aliens, I have family that wants to get into the country, but I can only sponsor one of their visas. So I just decide who gets in based off what they give me for Christmas. Like some gifts are like okay, but some of them are investments. Like who knew the down payment for freedom was a Tickle Me Elmo? Like every Christmas I go there and I ask, "Hey, do y'all want to shit inside? If so, call Santa." Now let's break down why what I said was wrong. Aliens are people too, even if they don't speak English, including but not limited to my relatives. Now with 45 seconds left on the clock, let's discuss why we should open up our borders and things like the stuff I just said shouldn't be repeated outside of an online comedy show. Mandel, your mic is so hot, so I'd love you to chime in here, and we could tag team these last 25 seconds that Greg will not interrupt.
Yeah.
This is we're having a dialogue here. We're having a dialogue. It's me and my other personality. 5 seconds, Greg, close this round out.
All right, Jay Badlani. With his, leaning on me a lot there, Jay. All right, so now you have your chance to have a visual clue. We're going to get the graphic up here for these guys. This very fun watermelon child, he's sword fighting. Let's welcome Mandel. 90 seconds. Take down this kid.
All right. I think I saw that picture and I feel like that's what the real life reboot of Fruit Ninjas would be. You know what I'm saying? Y'all remember that app from like 2009? I feel like it'll look just like that. It'll be like the dude, he'll have like a nice little sword. I think it's fly. Also, I feel like this is what white people think their kids gonna look like if they let them listen to rap music. I think that's a joke my mom would be upset about. My mom wouldn't like that. I think the weirdest thing too is how whoever made this watermelon knew the exact size for the little kid. You know what I'm saying? Like, how did you get that information? Like, how often are you cutting out children's drawers out of things? When you be like, oh yeah, this will fit Jeremy. He's about an 8. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's weird to me. Also, I did they okay? I looked at this earlier. My other interesting thing too is like, how much do you have to clear out? Like, is it still wet? You know what I'm saying? Because that won't be a comfortable thing to wear at all. You just got watermelon residue all over your Johnson. That's nasty, bro. Somebody need to call the police on these parents because this bit isn't. Yeah. Oh, 14 more seconds. Hey y'all, look at Jay Badlani. That's
What's
him.
up?
Oh no, I was saying that the picture is you. He looks like a brown person. I can't tell.
All right, that's it for strong note to close on there, Mandel. All right, let's get 90 seconds on the clock. Jay Badlani, tear this kid apart.
Hey, that's illegal, Greg. I would never tear this kid apart. Now listen, I saw this picture, right? And I was really wondering, like, am I a good person for not knowing how to assess this, or a bad comic for not knowing? Because I Googled Asian watermelon stereotypes for 2 hours and I got nothing. Like, I'm really trying to find a non-racist approach to assessing this photo, and I'm trying really hard to. But all I see are just two irresponsible parents. Like if you look in the back, there's two parents on their phones, and I think they're searching for watermelon Asian stereotypes to make sense of this because I can't. I know a non-parent made this uniform. You know what, Mando? You might have a point here because this is some shit my parents would make if they can't afford a Halloween costume. And after they've eaten food, they just make clothing out of it. This is the Goodwill's Goodwill. And with 30 seconds left on the clock, I like to open the floor up. And if anybody knows any Asian watermelon stereotypes, I'd love to know them. Try not to use any mean words. But fuck it, you can. We're online. This is a safe space for racism. I feel like it. Check out my Instagram. It is misspelled, so you will follow a different idiot with the same name as me. But on that, praise Allah, and I hope that kid is still alive.
Jay Badlani, everybody. All right, that is our second round. Now you have the opportunity again to vote for your favorite. Click on that vote icon. Make sure you got you're writing comments in there. Make sure you hit that tip jar too if you want to send money to the comics. I'm looking for some of our favorite comments right now, and we'll read some of those off while you guys vote. I like that the auto captions keep calling Jay JB Lonnie, and I think he should release a smooth jazz album under that name. That's a great one. I think you should do that too, Jay.
I might do it. I might like to. Jay, you're grounded.
Jay, you're grounded. I'll see you in. Oh, that one cut away. OMG, Mandel got the jokes.
No, I don't.
Fuck you, Rebecca.
Hey, shout out to Rebecca, bro.
Shoot the
I'm gonna
aliens.
go see what she look like. Yeah, bro, they be trying to shoot the aliens, bro. That's trash. They might be nice guys.
Oh.
Yeah,
There was
guys,
one that's
like, you know what I'm saying? Hey,
all right.
Jay. Oh,
Are the results in?
the Pentagon. Okay, there we go.
And I would like a compliment from the audience before we go on.
Hey, shout out to Damien
Jay
Hunter.
needs a compliment. One of them said "as a white," and then they turned it away real quick.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so close.
It looks like Mandel is our winner. 88% for Mandel, 12% for Jay Badlani. Let's hear it for Jay one more time.
I think we need a revote, man.
And for our winner, Mandel, moving on to the final. So let's see Jay out of here, and we're going to get Mandel and Brian King back out here for our final round.
Oh, wow.
All right. These are our
Here we
two
go.
finalists right here, Mandel and Brian King. All right. Brian, you're going to be going first in this round. In this championship round, your first subject is Vladimir Putin. You have 90 seconds on the clock.
Oh, cool. This is just off the dome. All right, Vladimir Putin. Don't they just make up a bunch of shit about him that isn't true? Like, oh, the president beat up a bear the other day or whatever, and then there's just like Photoshop stuff of him beating up bears or something. I don't know. I also am not sure if everybody else got the prompt for what would be in the final round, and I just didn't fully read the email, but hey, we're in here. Teresa, it's pretty cool that you got 47%, and it's like you were really close, but you don't have to do this part of the show. I'm envious of that. All right. Vladimir Putin. He's probably killed people, but so is like Obama and everybody, or Trump. I don't know, whatever. But he's like seems more like open about it. I guess he's just like clearly murdered people but doesn't seem like a pedophile, which is rare in these times with the politicians. So I don't know. Hot take: Vladimir Putin is probably not a pedophile. So that he's got that going for him, unlike Joe Biden and everybody else. So in that, and the end of my 90 seconds, I'm going to be writing in Putin this year for the election, and I hope you do too. And back to you in the studio, Greg. Thank you.
Brian King. All right. Now, Mandel, you're up with your take on Vladimir Putin. You got 90 seconds on the clock.
All right, Vladimir Putin. To be honest, I don't know. I didn't know much about this dude because I don't know how to read. But I have learned stuff about Vladimir from playing Call of Duty. I spend most of my time playing Call of Duty, and what I've learned is that, man, Russia has a lot of rats. So I imagine that dude is very dirty. He doesn't smell very good. Also, I looked at a picture of him, and I like that he got like a comb over, but it's kind of like, it's like translucent. You know what I'm saying? I wish I could pull up a picture for y'all. I'm gonna do that. But it's like he got a translucent comb over. You know what I'm saying? And at that point, it's like, brother, shave that off. Go bald, man. You a handsome guy. Hold on. I can't. Oh, to the right. I gotta go to the right. Shave that off. You a handsome guy, brother. This dude, hey, I mean, this is the worst haircut I ever seen, bro. It's like a George Jefferson, but he don't want to quit on it, bro. And I feel like if you done killed people, bro, I feel like plenty of girls are still like you. You know what I'm saying? Like if you was bald, like let's say if he was bald and didn't have like hundreds of bodies under him, then they'd be like, I don't want him. But with hundreds of bodies, man, you can have a dang mohawk, a dang mullet. They gonna love you, man.
All right. Mandel, bringing in your own visual cues. I like it. All right. Now we're moving on to our second topic. This one is at-home workouts. So, Brian, you got 90 seconds. If you didn't read the first one, you probably didn't read this one. So, at-home workouts, 90 seconds.
All right. Here we go. What's up? That's Teresa. All right. Hey, y'all. At-home workouts. Quarantine. We're home. I just recently moved in with my girlfriend, or she moved in with me. So, before when I would work out at home, I would be like, yeah, I just worked out or whatever. But now she's like here for me, like curling 15-pound weights and then like looking at my phone or whatever. And then so I don't get to brag about working out to my girlfriend anymore. It doesn't really work. I don't know. I really should have. I was like, nah, Mandel didn't read the email either. And then he had like visual prompts. And I was like, nah, he did for sure. All right. Home workouts. What else we got going on? Mostly people are like, yeah, I'm doing prison workouts at home. That's like what people compare it to. And it's like, no, those are very different things. I'm just going to like be sweaty making food after next to my roommate. I'm not worried about like gang negotiations or whatever is going on while you're trying to do P90X in prison. All right. That's my home workout thing. Okay, I'm embarrassed in front of my girlfriend. It's nothing like prison. Vladimir Putin 2020. All right. Thank you, guys.
Brian King. All right. Mandel, how are you working out at home? You got 90 seconds on the clock. At-home workouts.
Hey, I'm going to be honest with y'all, bro. I'm slick offended by this as a fat person because I understand that I don't. Like, y'all know I don't work out, so I feel like this was put in just so it can be like, so I can make jokes like, well, you know I'm fat. And guess what? That's exactly what I'm going to do. I have not been working out. My mom, I stay with my mom now, ladies. And I'll be honest with you, she been trying to get me to work out. And let me tell you something. You know the worst thing is seeing your mom lift better weights than you. Like she like that doesn't matter. That's embarrassing. But I have been losing weight. Because I've been doing drugs, man. I've been doing these new drugs called vegetables, and it's been a real trippy experience. Probably nobody's heard me say this before. It's been a trippy experience. You know, I thought I had like depression, ADHD, and what's it called? Short attention span. Come to find out, I was just malnourished. You know what I'm saying? I ate 3 salads last week, and now I like to play Sudoku. I just thought that up right now. But more importantly, I will say this: my favorite thing about home workouts, my biggest home workout has been playing Call of Duty. It has been playing Call of Duty. That's something that I said earlier. Also,
right.
I don't know. I feel like Brian kind of looked like Vladimir Putin a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Never mind.
All right, Mandel combining both rounds. All right, now we have one final visual clue for Brian and Mandel. Let's get this picture up here. This is a very weird and fun picture.
I didn't see
Brian. Okay, well, you're both going to just riff on it. Brian, you got 90 seconds on the clock.
All right, cool. The street sign behind the girl that you can't read says Cuck Boulevard, I think. So that's fun. This picture like seriously makes me kind of sad. Also, that guy's just like 2008 cool with the way he's dressed, which is pissing me off. But yeah, just that guy kind of looks like he has a cigarette behind his ear or something. I don't know. But yeah, just feeling a girl get wet on the back of your head while making out with a guy that's 1.5 feet taller than you is probably a little bit worse of a feeling than it is going to be to lose to Mandel. So I relate with him. If I was making a meme, it would be Mandel would be the woman, I would be the guy with the woman on my shoulders, and the audience is kissing Mandel. I think that would be a fun meme. Also, the commenter that said I was hot, turns out my girlfriend, who I wish wasn't watching this. So that kind of makes that slightly less of like a thing I can brag about. So anyway, in closing, thank you for watching, and back to Greg. Thank you.
All right, Brian King, great job. All right, we have Mandel is going to have 90 seconds. Make sure after Mandel goes up, you guys are going to get your last chance to vote for who you think the champion of this episode of the Joke Battle is. So make sure you click that vote button, click that tip jar, and leave some comments for the deliberation. All right, Mandel, you got 90 seconds to riff on this picture.
All right. Well, I see a picture of myself. Oh yeah. The first thing I thought about was I feel like this, instead of this is a dude up under him, I feel like this is one of those costumes where it look like you on somebody's shoulder. You know what I'm saying? And this lady is just like a WNBA player or something with her husband who's like a chef. Also too, you know, Brian said something very, very interesting when he said I was gonna win. That's hilarious. I was looking at the picture, and this actually, I wonder if this is kind of like Brian, because you know how like Brian with the hat on, you like, man, it's a full head of hair up under there, and then he takes it off, and it's like a twist. He didn't like it. I'm sorry.
Okay, let's not turn this on me, please.
Okay, I thought I heard a roast on me. Never mind. Anyway, second thing, what I'm more curious about is less about the dude holding up the girl and more about the person who took this picture. You know what I'm saying? Because at some point, because like, you're not really friends with neither one of them, right? Because you know what I'm saying? Because at first, if you're friends with the dude who's kissing the girl, it's still a day. It's like, dang, why is this girl just holding up your girl? I mean, why is this dude holding up your girl? But if you the dude up under the girl, it's also, I don't know. Okay. Also, too, she's just way too high up in the air, so the dude up under her has to enjoy this as well. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think he just putting on.
All right. Let's hear it for Mandel, and let's hear it for Brian King. Now it is your last opportunity to vote. Click on that vote icon down in the bottom corner and make sure you're leaving comments. We're going to read a few of them right now. It's your last chance to vote for Brian King or Mandel to decide who is the winner of this joke battle. Is that Brian in the picture? That's the first comment. Which guy? It could have been either of them.
Kissing the girl for sure.
Mandel's
Okay.
third round comedy game.
Oh, that's a hey. No, I was just about to do it. I ain't gonna lie.
Mandel's getting roasted like crazy in here.
I am. Yeah,
Oh,
they so
shit,
mean to me.
Somebody
bro.
said, "Dad, I'm sorry."
That was for Gilbert.
Okay,
Oh,
Brian picture.
that was Jay.
Mandel's is doing the mental home workouts. Oh wait, am I supposed to wait for you to read the comments? I saw that.
No.
That was the one from Rachel. I mean Rebecca. I thought Rebecca was on my side. Rebecca Rose Gourlay. I don't know if I was supposed to say her name like that.
Negotiations.
Shout out to
Good
Jay
save.
I like. Never mind. Shout out to Gilbert Lawman, man. That's a great guy. Shout out to
All
Jay
right.
Badlani, Dad.
How are we
tuning
with the
in.
results?
1 second.
Oh wow.
Refreshing now.
Jay just keeps apologizing.
Well, I only said it once. They just keep showing it.
That is really.
What is it?
Damn it.
I can't read it. It's very small.
Okay.
This is like 2016 all over again. Am I right? Okay. Oh wow.
Oh,
Oh, let's
Again,
get it.
Everyone else
Brian
voted
King
no.
let's
comes
go.
in again with the 53%. That is your number today, Brian. Let's hear it for Brian King, the
Hey.
first champ of the joke battle. He had a ton of friends in the room. We all did.
Yes.
Let's
you, Brian.
hear it for all of. Let's hear it for all of the other comedians: Mandel, Teresa Lee, Jay Badlani as well.
Well, my 12%.
You guys have been fantastic. That is our show. That is the joke battle. Thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure you're checking out LaughingSkullLounge.com for upcoming events. Follow the joke battle on Facebook, and just there's also down where you can tip and leave comments. There is a little sign up there. You can sign up and you can follow us and track our progress. We're going to be trying to do these shows every week, so please stay tuned. And thank you for tuning into the joke battle. We love you guys. Bye.